Hey, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to go through the home buyer's guide for Louisville, Kentucky. Hey, I'm Matt Gatewood, principal broker of Gatewood Properties in Kentucky, and we are here to guide you in all of your real estate needs. And one of the ways we do that is through buying or selling guides. So today what we're going to be talking through is this guide here. Gives you some detailed information about the process. You can email me if you want a copy of it. As well, you can go on the website, gatewoodproperties.com, for a no obligation download. Feel free to download it, get the information, and ask me any questions if you have anything further after taking a look at it. But today we're going to do some overview of some of the things that are in this guide. This may be first time you're purchasing a property. It may be 10, 20 years since you've done something, or you may be a seasoned veteran. There's some good information that's in here, and it's going to be specific to the Louisville market. So let's go through the steps. The first thing you're going to want to do is get pre-approved. The reason for that is twofold. One, what's happened in the market that's changed is sellers don't want to accept a contract. They don't want to accept your offer unless you have some sort of pre-approval or proof of funds. The reason for that is they don't want to get along in the process, their inspection and everything, and then find out, oh, actually, just kidding, I couldn't afford it. So what we do is go through to a lender or to a bank or any various institution for that. And there's a process where they go through and get a pre-approval to make sure you can afford what your financial situation looks like, credit score, assets, all that kind of stuff. That's not only from the listing side you need it, but the other reason I say it's from the buying side is it's painful to watch people get emotionally attached to something and then find out they can't afford it. So what we really want to do is get all of that where you're comfortable, not just what you're pre-approved for, but maybe what you want to spend and what that is. So then once we get that, then we can set up an automated search in the MLS, which is the multiple listing service, which is what the local board provides, where all the agent input data goes into. We can search and find properties. So we set up that search based upon what you're comfortable with from what you can afford, the area you're looking for, or maybe some of the search criteria you'd like. I want a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, at least a 1-car garage. We can set up multiple searches with that. We can draw search areas, polygons even down to specific streets or sections that you'd want to look for, and multiple different types we can do with that. So that's what we do is once we know what you're comfortable with affording, we talk through that process, find the areas, find the type of properties you're looking for, and start that search. A side note related to that search, you will get the automated emails that come through. But there's two areas where you may not see, and that's for sale by owners or new construction. So what I tell clients is for sale by owner, if you have a third-party site that's set up, they may have for sale by owners on there. So you get electronic email on that. But you may be around searching, and I see this happen sometimes, where you'll see a for sale by owner sign in a yard, neighborhood that you're looking at and you like. Take a picture of the sign, take a picture of the house, send that to me, and then I can help get that showing set up for you and represent you in that transaction. New construction, a lot of those are on the MLS, but sometimes you may run into a situation where they're not, but I help people through that process as well. So for sale owners, new construction, not always on the MLS, new construction, for sale owners not, and so we just work through that part of the process with it. But what will happen is, once you're set up with searches, you're going to start getting emails as soon as it comes available, or there's a price change or whatever criteria we set up for it. Talking about the search, and the reason I want to get into this is because different areas or different boards sometimes have different search or different status types for what's going on with the property. So let me run through those. It's active, there's not a contract on it, it's out there, it's good to go. We have active under contract and pending. There's some different philosophies on where to mark something as active under contract and pending and what contingencies are in play there or whatever. For simplicity, active under contract has an accepted contract on it, but they're still allowing showings. So if you want to do a backup offer or whatever that might be, you can still go in and see the property. Pending is saying we have a contract, but we don't have any further showings to it, is what's going on there. Different philosophies. Some people will do the pending, they'll active under contract and then do pending. But when you're looking on the MLS and trying to figure out what's going on, either of those status types, active under contract or pending, mean that there's an accepted contract on it. Closed, you'll see on there, it's a closed property. We use that to look at comparables, different criteria, like if closing costs were paid or something like that with it. Temporary off market, that could be taken off market for like a personal reason for a short-term period, or hey, we need to change out the carpet in the living room, and we want to come back with it's going to take a couple weeks before they can do it, and when we come back strong on this, we're not just going to sit on the market out there for it. We're going to wait till the carpet's replaced and take care of that. That's temporary off market. Expired is maybe there was a 6-month agreement and that expired. It didn't sell during that time period, and so it's off market at that point. You can have canceled, which for various reasons is off the market. They cancel that agreement. It may be before that expired time period that they're off the market. We also have coming soon, which is kind of newer in the Louisville market, and that's just saying, hey, we're getting ready to come on market. And there's certain things, parameters around that that's allowed and not allowed, but that's just a heads up of, hey, we're getting ready to come to market. One note that I really want to make about it is some MLSs will use active with contingencies. Ours does not. So if there's a contingency of sale and closing accepted offer on a property, it will still actually be marked as active. And then in the agent notes, it will say 24-hour first right of refusal, accepted contingent offer with first right of refusal, different variations of notes people make on that. If you're wondering what's contingency sale and close, I have a different video that actually talks through the details of what a contingency of sale and closing offer and agreement is. But I like to put that as a little note because people are like, well, is that contingency? I didn't realize that when I look at it. So that's where I come into play. Agent notes is only something that we can see as agents, and I take a look at that and say, oh, here it is. Do we still want to look at it? What's the situation? Maybe contact the agent, figure out what that is. So those are the status types for our market. Once you go through the process, you're getting listings, we go looking at property, make the offer for it, get the accepted contract, and then we move through the next steps, which is an inspection. And after inspection, you get appraisal. And after appraisal, we continue to move forward, finish up that contract to close up, and at closing. There's a couple other details in there that I talk about in the buying guide, like good faith money or escrow money, as you may hear it as. What do we typically do in Kentucky? Like, how does that work from a process perspective? We actually deposit into brokerage accounts most often. Sometimes people use title companies, but we pretty much go into the brokerage accounts for that. So I've got some details and things of that sort. So wanted to give you guys kind of an overview of just going through the buying guide. Like I said, feel free to contact me if you'd like to get that. It gives more details, even what I talked about today. And love to help you out. If you like this video, subscribe, check it out. I've got other videos about Louisville and, not just real estate stuff, but kind of some fun stuff about living in the city. And happy to help out. And appreciate you all watching the video. And we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.